On today's episode, can we regain our place in the Premier League with promotion from the Championship? And we have an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 20 of Project Turnaround, where we try and turn around one of the sides fallen out of the Premier League last season. In this case, it is Brentford. We are getting to the business end of this series. My name is Mark, and on today's episode, we have for you two games. We've come back a little bit early because I did say to you we're going to play two games offline, which was Sheffield Wednesday and Peterborough. But as things have panned out, we are in a position, possibly with other results going our way, to win promotion today. So we'll see how it goes. We're coming back because I didn't want to play the game and then find that realistically it was a bit of a damp squib in the next episode. So Peterborough today is first up, Championship match day 43, the potential to get promotion today. We just need to win. That's what we've got to do. And then Arsenal, we meet them in the FA Cup semi-final with a trip to Wembley. Will that be off the back of promotion? We're about to find out. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you've enjoyed this series, if you've enjoyed it. And if you'd like me to do something similar in this cycle, FM24 cycle, towards the end of it, do something similar, then let me know. Also, if you have any ideas what you'd like me to do for our next save here in FM24, then put it down in the comments. Love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. Right. Since you were last with us, we have played that one game. I did say I've gone completely in the wrong thing. I'm getting so excited. Yeah, we've played that one game. We played Bristol City, Watford in the last episode. 2-1 win at Bristol City, and then brought Watford home to the Community Stadium. Beat them, trounced them 5-1. We couldn't find that similar form against Sheffield Wednesday though. But we did get the win, which has put us in a very good position, should I say. Let's just have a quick look at this. Perez getting us underway after 23, 1 up and looking good for the lead. Brereton Diaz got our second just before half-time, 43 minutes in. Half-time usually is a time to settle down. In our case, it wasn't, because Ellis Sims come out and in 49 minutes, 4 minutes after half-time, got them back in. It's 2-1, and we're looking a little bit on the ropes. Yarmolek helped that out 9 minutes later with a goal. He's, I don't know how many it is he's got this season, but we can check. Can we not? How many goals have you got this season? 10 goals. I don't know if they're all in the league, but he scored 10 times this season as Yarmolek, and he got that goal after 58, and then right down on the virtually the 90th minute, Byers got Sheffield Wednesday's second, an assist by Ellis Sims, who was a pain in our side, but we managed to ride it out and get a 3-2 win. 25 shots, 8 on target, 2.87, 65% of the possession. They had 6 shots, 2 on target, 35% of the possession. That has left us like this in the table with 4 games left to play. 3 fours of 12 gives you 12 points. The most Sheffield United can get is 96. Now, if we were to win today, we would be on 95 points, with Sheffield United having a game in hand. They have to play, and this is why I've come back early. They have to play, if we go to the matches fixtures. Right, so this is our game today. We are the only side playing today in the Championship. We played today. We beat Peterborough, then it's all down to this game here. Sheffield United and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace already promoted. They are already champions. The question is, will they let Sheffield United in? Or, as they've been going so well all season, again, I'll have a look now. Sheffield United are the only side. Yeah, of course. One of only 4 teams to have beaten them this season, including Sheffield Wednesday, interestingly. Stoke, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday and Preston. That just burst me bubble, Mark. I should have checked that before. So can Sheffield United get the double over them this season? Well, we will see. But basically, that result will decide whether we are promoted by default or not. But we've got to win our game first. So let's get on with that and have a look and see the team that will face them. Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield, both relegated. I'm not sure whether we relegated 15, 40. Yes, we probably did by losing that last match, relegated Sheffield Wednesday. But anyway, that's how it stands going into this afternoon's game. Peterborough currently in 20th in the Championship. We beat them earlier in the season at their place. Where is their place? It's the Western Home Stadium. Beat them by 1-0. Harry Winks from the penalty spot. Was a very, very tight match, and I'm suspecting it could be very similar today. We have El Shaarawy out with a twisted ankle, and they have Adam Devine out with a bruised thigh. Let's go and get this underway, and then we'll know exactly where we are ahead of the semi-final in the FA Cup. And here is the team that will face Peterborough in this very important Sky Bet Championship match. This could be the game that puts us back in the Premier League, and it's job done if that's what we have done. And really been tough season. We'll round up on it as we get to the end of the series, of course. Raya in goal, Tavares, Starfelt, Brathwaite and Stevens are our defensive line. Winks, Bidstrup and Shackleton in midfield. Perez sits behind Zakari and Openda up front. Openda just coming back off his holidays. He's been away, give him a bit of a rest, and that possibly was one of the reasons why we were a little bit lacklustre against whoever we played last. Who did we play last? I've forgotten who we played last already. Sheffield Wednesday, of course, yes. And that's maybe one of the reasons, I don't know. Patterson, who didn't have a particularly good game against Sheffield Wednesday. I won't say he conceded the goals was his fault, but I think possibly could have saved at least one of them. So he's on the bench today. Beck, Sorensen, Priet, Lewis Potter, Roberts, Lafie and Berton Diaz make up the rest of the bench. And here we are at the Community Stadium. Our lineup is pretty familiar now. Peterborough playing a 4-2-3-1. Darren Ferguson, their manager, of course. They're currently in 20th place on 39 points. We are second on 92 points, looking for a win. And it's all down to Sheffield United. Our first highlight comes 38 minutes in. Picked up lots of yellow cards. It's been very lacklustre. I hope we're not going to bottle it. Starfelt, Brathwaite. Brathwaite tries to get one forward, but it was a bit wayward, to be honest. And they launch a long one. Brathwaite is underneath it. Down to Shackleton. Perez, who's given the ball away. And Peterborough are on the attack. Danger ensues, but luckily fired over the top. Throw in for Peterborough. And that one gone out wide, looking for Puku. Didn't get there. Tavares beat him, but it's given the ball away. And they've gone out wide. Thompson beats Puku, and it's in. Ooh, over the top. Might have been an offside. Question of. Have a look at it now from behind the goal. Yep, Jones is in offside position. Half time comes. Just those couple of highlights in the first half. They've had 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.34, 51% of the possession. We've had 11 shots, but only 3 of them on target, 1.35 and 49% of possession. We need to be better in the second half. A draw just won't wash it. Our first highlight, Perez fires it in from a free kick in the first minute of the second half. Openda is out wide. Openda holds the ball up. He's got Brathwaite in support. Bidstrup winks. Back to Bidstrup. Bidstrup has a go. It's not far away, but it's missed. Peterborough have a throw in. Butler. Stevens heads that down. Bidstrup. Bidstrup has Brathwaite. Starfelt back to Brathwaite. Has Stevens outside him. Brathwaite, Stevens looking for a way through. Bidstrup, Brathwaite, Bidstrup. Bidstrup has Winks. Winks through to Openda. Openda puts it away. His 33rd goal of the season. And on 66 minutes, we eventually take the lead. It's been hard work, a bit like it was against Sheffield Wednesday, really, albeit we did get ourselves 2 goals in front and then capitulated a little bit. But Openda doing what Openda does well. Question of offside. No, he's onside. When that ball was played through, it was definitely. And with 67 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes, Carl Starfelt. He's not played well since he's come back from his injury, and he's just really not hacking it. Beck Sorensen replaces him in central defence, and we've also taken off Mads Bidstrup, who also isn't having a particularly good day today. He's been replaced by Enzo Lafay. Corner now on that far side. Lafay, who's just come on. He will have a in-swinger. It's bobbling around. Openda gets his 2nd of the game. 34th goal of the season. And it's 2-0 after 70 minutes. That surely has got to clinch it. Lafay, the ball in. Sorensen got ahead to it. Goalkeeper saved it. And the ball, when it finally fell, it fell to Openda. And with 73 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes. Nuno Tavares, a yellow card, and he's tiring very quickly. Brathwaite moves out to that left wing-back position. Connor Roberts comes in central defence. And the other change that we have made is Dennis Preet comes on to replace Perez, who's not having a particularly good game in that slot behind the front 2. Butler comes back and tidies up in defence to Davis. Davis launches a long one. Roberts underneath that one. Sorensen, who only can do is head it down into Puku. Sinclair is in, and what's gone on here? It's gone out for a corner, I think. Thought for a minute a penalty had been given, but no, it's gone out for a corner. Norburn with the corner. Cross it in. It's headed clear by Roberts. Come on and done a good job up to now. Jones has a shot from distance, but it's over the top. We're going to see the what went on here. Sinclair's through. Who's coming with him? It is Roberts that's coming with him, and I think Roberts managed to get a boot in there. And with 83 minutes on the clock, making our final change, we've taken off Andy Zakari, and brought on Keane Lewis Potter. Free kick for Peterborough. 4 minutes of added time, and Brathwaite there getting to that one. 4 minutes of added time. We're in the 2nd minute of those 4. Thompson, Peterborough still got the ball, still under pressure, and that swung out wide to Butler, who's completely unmarked out there. Mason Clark, Norborn. Butler across it into the area, and Puku gets one back. Question of whether he was offside or not. I think he was, because it was disallowed. That didn't show up like it normally does, did it? Let's go back to the last highlight if we can. No, that's the one before. That's way, way before. This is the one. Right, let's have a look at this again. Thompson through. It's cut out by Brathwaite. Lafee couldn't get there. Norborn. And the line coming out. It's gone out wider. Butler. This is the. This is it coming up. Mason Clark. Butler's there, and as Butler goes, yeah, Puku was over here. He was definitely offside. It'll say on the bottom, Puku scores, but it won't count. And we're going to see the highlight from after that. Raya with the goal kick. Let's go back to live then. Brathwaite is on the ball. Sorensen. Sorry about that. I just wanted to see because it wasn't clear. Usually you get the old lines and all the rest of it. Priet. Back to Brathwaite. Brathwaite gets it in. Openda, of course, looking for his hat-trick. Stevens. It's still on, but it's been cut out. Mason Clark, and it's gone out for a throw. Oh, we're going to see the typical, isn't it? Going to see the disallowed goal now, and there's the lines. It's all over. It's a 2-0 win. We've done our end of the bargain. We now got to rely on the result as it comes in from Crystal Palace and Sheffield United tomorrow. We'll see that in just a moment. 19 shots, 9 on target. That's 6 shots in the second half. 2.90, 51% of the possession. They had 10 shots, 3 on target, 0.58, 49% of the possession. Openda's back and scores 2 in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 66 and 74 mark. Yes, 4 minutes, and gives us the win. Well, confirmation of that 2-0 result against Peterborough. And, well, as it sits at the moment, Crystal Palace are champions on 106 points. We are second on 95 points. 3 games left to play. 9 points available to us. So we could end up on 104 points. Sheffield United are in third on 84. They have 4 games left. 3 fours are 12. They could get 96 points. If they win today, it's not decided today. We would have to come back for the Preston game. And a win against Preston would see us through. But that is all down to it. But they've got to play Crystal Palace, as we will see. And they're playing them on Friday. Everybody else playing on Saturday. I think this is the game we've just played is the game that we would have played on Saturday, but for the FA Cup semi-final. Right, I'm going to come back when we get to this screen as we wait for the result to come in, and we'll see the result come in together. Well, a couple of things in the news items that I think will be interesting. As you know, this match momentum is one of my things. And I think if we go back in a moment, just have a look at the last 3 or 4 matches. Same thing has happened every match. We've been very dominant in the first half. And if we don't score in the first half, we find it struggle in the second half. And as you'll see, we let them back in the second half. They had about 50% of the game in the second half. So that's how it's gone. If we have a look in the data hub, last match, and then have a look back at the Sheffield Wednesday match as a for instance, again, as you'll see, dominant in the first half. Luckily, we put ourselves 2 goals in front. But again, half of the second half was down to Sheffield Wednesday. Watford, again, as you'll see, dominant in the first half, as it was in this case. Scored 4 goals in the first half. Second half, not so good. And, luckily, we've got ourselves in a position, and we'll carry on having a look at these. This one a bit more even Stevens. again, weren't so dominant in the first half. Probably a bit more dominant in the second half against Bristol City. And Luton Town, dominant second half, dominant first half. That one's slightly different, but we're starting going off the ball. Whether that's just a little bit of bottling it or what, I'm not too sure, but that's a thing. We've got broken loads of records, though. We've gone 27 games unbeaten from the 23rd of December is a new team record. The record number of wins in a season, 29. That's a new record. And we've also broken the points record for Brentford. 95 points in a season is a record. So they're all records that have been broken. And so we come to the game that could get us promoted, and we're not playing. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace, third versus first. And if Sheffield United lose this, we are promoted to the Premier League. If they lose, we are promoted. If they draw, we are promoted. If they win, we're not. Here we go then. Oh, it's a draw. And I think that is promotion. I'm pretty certain that's promotion. 3 games left to play. 9 points available to them means they can get 94. We are promoted. Let's go and see if we've got confirmation of that. Training review. Here we go. Yep, it's there. I was looking. Why was I looking below there? We are promoted. Brentford have won promotion to the Premier League. It was a superb season for Brentford, who, despite a dismal start to the campaign when they dropped to 16th, were able to slowly crawl their way back up the table and secure the promotion many had predicted them to claim. And there we go. That is how we'll obviously have a look at the end of the series how we have managed to do it. Budgets have been set. Let's have a look. Board have set the initial wage budget for the coming season of 1.3 million per week and a transfer budget of 42 million. Well, that's pants, because they've taken 40 million away from us because we had 82 million in the pot. Should have spent it. But the wage budget is, it's about the same as it was, I think. And we should have checked that out before we we'll go back and have a look. Murray is set to sign. Pablo Murray is delighted to agree terms to extend his loan following his transfer listing. 35 grand a week. Offer made. Following clubs are over percentage. I think we're actually going to sign him permanently, which is good news. I hadn't completely forgotten that we'd actually gone in for him. Right, so that's done. Does that eat? No, it doesn't eat a massive amount of our budget. Brentford, the board have announced that they are pleased to win promotion, that everyone at the club was looking forward to seeing the team play at a higher level next season. In a short message of thanks, spokesman declared that praise had gone to manager Mark Just Offside for ensuring the club of Brentford's stature should no longer be playing in the EFL Championship. Supporters delighted with the club vision and progress. Again, automatic promotion to the Premier League. Board delighted with club vision progress. So everything is fine and dandy, which means that we have an FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal. Previously lost on 2 occasions to Arsenal. That was last season in the Premier League. 2-0 at the Community Stadium and 3-1 at the Emirates, of course. And today we'll be looking for a result. So the team news is this. Gabriel Jesus is out with a pulled ankle ligament. Saka is doubtful, pulled knee ligaments. And Zinchenko is doubtful with sprained knee ligaments. Pablo Mari, he's because he's at Arsenal, obviously signed for us now. He's not available. Neither is Nuno Tavares, both playing, of course, against their parent club would not work. Ben Brereton Diaz, he's cup tied, so he's not in today. And Mads Bidstrup, he's suspended. El Shaarawy is doubtful with a twisted ankle. And here is the side that will face Arsenal in this Emirates FA Cup semi-final. So, having been promoted whilst we were waiting for this game to come along, we just got ourselves ready, I guess. Raya is in goal then for this one. Beth Sorensen, Brathwaite, Janssen and Stevens are our defensive line. De Silva, Kamara and Winks in a central midfield. Yamalak is sat behind. He likes to play as a shadow striker. We'll put him in as a shadow striker. Behind Apenda and Perez up front. Patterson, Starfelt, Lafee, Zikari, Roberts, Preet, Lewis Potter, Baptiste and Shackleton make up the bench. And here we are for the FA Cup semi-final. And they are playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. And Keta is up front. And we're sticking with our usual formation, of course. Playing in blue today. Our first highlight comes 4 minutes in. Winks with a corner. Oh, and we scored! Brathwaite gives us a lead after 4 minutes. And goodness me. This could be interesting. I'm not expecting to win it, but Winks with the corner. Brathwaite unmarked. And he's popped it away at the near post. White for Arsenal with a throw in to Saliba. Looking for Smith Rowe. Stevens is underneath that. Brathwaite. He's got the added height, of course. Jorginho out to White. Vieira is into the area. He's going to cut this back. White has a shot. It's gone in. Benjamin White, his first goal of the season. And it's 1-1 after 10 minutes. We held the lead for some 6 minutes in this game. And, Arsenal deadly at best. And probably should have had that. Certainly closed him down. We have a free kick just outside the penalty area. Central. Winks with the free kick. Can he do something with this? No. Turn up with the ensuing restart. Odegaard. Saliba. White. He's the danger man outside here. That ball in, but Brathwaite is there to tidy up. Sorensen has De Silva. Kamara. Winks. Perez. Kamara. De Silva. Winks. Perez. De Silva. Nearly give that away. It's out to Sorensen, who is out wide here. Sorensen comes into the area. He's been failed. White taking the ball off him, but it's one back. Sorensen through to Yamalak. Oh, he's hit the post. Beat the goalkeeper. Perez still has it, though, and it's still alive. But it's gone out now. And we'll see it. I'm not sure what we're seeing here. Clear-cut chance. This was Sorensen through to Yamalak. Yamalak beats the goalkeeper. In fact, the goalkeeper got a touch to it. It was going in. A corner. Winks with the corner. We know we can score from these. And Brathwaite gets his second of the game. And we take the lead again after 24 minutes. And they didn't learn the first time. And we've done it again a second time. Brathwaite, almost identical. No more highlights in that first half. We come in at half time with 1 foot in the final. 9 shots, 4 on target, 0.83, 44% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.42, 56% of the possession. We've not been out of this at all. We've been in it, and it's looking promising. All I can say is, as well as Brathwaite getting those goals away, which he's done very, very well with, you've got to remember that Winks has actually put those into exactly the right spot both times. First highlight of this second half, 57 minutes in. And we are on the attack. Apenda back to De Silva, but he was crowded out by Arsenal players. And they've got that out wide to Vieira, who's danger man. It's inside to Odegaard and Keita. And Keita gets the equaliser. His 12th goal of the season. 59 minutes on the clock. And well, we've been undone by a fantastic counter-attack. We're outnumbered. Look at the numbers here. And defenders just not getting back in time. A corner. Stevens with the corner this time. Brathwaite straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. He's learned his lesson. That was a hat-trick waiting to happen. But he's managed to steer that one in. I don't know what's happened to Winks. Why Winks didn't take that one. But, delivered very, very well and rolled out. The highlight continues from that. Tierney on this wing now. And if we capitulate like we have been in the second half, we will get punished today. Out to White, who's in acres of space. Vieira, who's dangerous. White crosses it in, and it's gone in. A mistake. Smith Rowe puts them in front for the first time on 65 minutes. It's 3-2. And, And with nearly 70 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes at this juncture of time, Josh De Silva comes off for Enzo Lafie. Perez has come off and Zakari comes on for him. And we've also taken off Finn Stevens, who's tiring, and brought on Connor Roberts. Raya with a goal kick. Roberts is on the field. Kamara to Lafie. Lafie to Openda. Openda finds Yamalak. Oh, it hit the back of Zakari, and Arsenal have won the ball. That's gone out, and Nketiah is in. He has a shot, but it's wayward. Raya to Roberts. Roberts to Winks. Winks finds Lafie. Lafie to Openda. Openda wins the ball back, but couldn't get it through to Zakari, but Zakari is in. Zakari misses the target. And with 82 minutes on the clock, making another change, we've taken off Harry Winks and brought on Jamie Shackleton in that midfield. And it's all over. No more highlights. And there's no final for us this season. But we've not been made to look numpties. 17 shots, 7 on target, 1.67, 42% of the possession. They had 16 shots, 9 on target, 1.52 and 58% of the possession. As I said, we weren't out of it, but they just got the better of us over the 90 minutes. And so we have to just resign ourselves to the fact that we've had a very, very good season. And we got through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And so with a round of championship matches that have been played while we were playing in that FA Cup semi-final, here are the results, and that's will show you how it's left us with everybody got 3 games to play, 9 points available to everybody. I can tell you Crystal Palace, of course, drawing with Sheffield United, so we're just 12 points behind them now with 9 points available. Sheffield United, of course, can't catch us, so we have been promoted. They can only get 94 as a maximum now, so it's down to the playoffs for them. Still not concluded. Wolves and Sheffield United will be in the playoffs. Bristol City and Blackburn still need to battle it out. They could still be caught by the likes of Hull, Luton, Watford and Burnley, all still within a chance of that with 3 matches to play. So as it looks, Crystal Palace promoted as champions. Brentford promoted second. And then comes Sheffield United in third on 85. Wolves fourth on 83. Bristol City fifth on 76. Blackburn sixth on 76. There's a 5-point gap then to Burnley in seventh on 71, along with Watford also on 71. Then Luton on 68. Hull on 68. Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield have been relegated. Rotherham are battling out at the bottom with 3 games left to go. They could still get there. and it's all to play for. Right, we are going to play Preston offline. We're going to come back for the final 2 games of the season, Wolves and Stoke. They're dead rubbers, but it does give us an opportunity to experiment a little bit towards the end of the season. Of course, we want to try and achieve, albeit we've lost today, a winning end to the season, win our last 3 games in the Championship, and finish on a big high, which would be rather splendid if I say so myself. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That'll keep you up to date with all future episodes of Project Turnaround and our other series as they are released. The best way to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. New episodes of Project Turnaround will be released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 21. It's out on Tuesday. It will be our penultimate episode. And we'll be back on Friday next week for a roundup of the series, with a new series starting on Tuesday the following week. If you want to find out what that series is going to be, join me next week and find out. Until then, have a good time. See ya, and have yourselves a very, very good weekend. Bye-bye.